recording this on the 7-month anniversary of our trip starting.
I still can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah, it's crazy. It feels like it was yesterday and it was 2 years ago.
I mean, we've been to 18 different countries during this time. That's insane. It doesn't sound like a lot. Other people we know who traveled, they sort of pick and move every few days and they'll try to aim for like, I don't know, 30 countries, and we've only done 18.
That was kind of our gut, was to, oh wow, we can go to like 1 million countries. And in the first like few months, we did do that, and we went to like countries for 4, 5, 6 days, and it sucked. Like we were just moving too much. So we wanted to like spend a lot more time like really getting to know countries, like spend a month in a place.
And I think we got that because when we went to Russia for the entire first month, you get a real feel, but then suddenly we're in only Hamburg, and yes, we spent a week there, but it was just Hamburg. So how can you possibly say you get Germany?
We've got a little graph of everywhere we've been and how many days. And so you can see like all the ones up to the left are kind of 3 weeks and above, and then all the ones over to the right are only a few days. And like that's the kind of, this is the bit where we struggled the most, is traveling there. So we really like shifted our travels a lot. The other interesting graph I'm going to show you, because I'm an accountant and I haven't made a graph in 6 months.
So apologize for his quality level, is what he's actually saying.
Our goal when we started this was to do Airbnb as much as possible. And we've done Airbnb nearly 60% of the time. And we've only stayed in hotels a quarter of the time.
And the reason for that is only because in Ethiopia, where we spent about 18 days, we couldn't stay in any Airbnbs, and so that was all hotels.
All hotels. And so the only reason we've really stayed in hotels are when there's been no Airbnbs, or when we just needed a bit of luxury to not cook our own food for a while.
Or like that insane unique experience where we slept in a wine barrel.
Yeah, we slept in a wine barrel one night. That was great fun.
For today's video, very, very different. We are not capturing one specific place. Instead, we're going to give you 5. With the specific experience that we had there. So let's get started. Number 5.
Russia.
Specifically, the Trans-Siberian, where we spent 6 whole days on the train.
We spent 66 hours on our first train journey from Vladivostok to Krasnoyarsk.
What an insane part. We actually wrote a blog about the first 66 hours as well.
Check it out, theeattheworld.com.
Yeah.
There's our wonderful comfy abode. We're lucky, we're in first class. So there's no like second bed. Normally there's a second bed above this, which seems pretty horrible.
Best parts of the Trans-Siberian was just looking at the landscape.
Yeah, the landscape was amazing. Like outside every window, we were just in the middle of nowhere all the time. And just beautiful trees, lakes, mountains.
I enjoyed eating a lot of cup noodles, running off the train during the 15-minute breaks.
Yeah, the babushkas come out onto the platform and they make you pierogies and like cooked chicken, cabbage, and like the food was so good.
That chicken drumstick I ate.
Yeah.
Biggest regret in Russia, buying 1 chicken drumstick, not 2.
The only problem with Trans-Siberian is like being on the train for that long, I got a little bit of cabin fever, so I had to make sure to kind of leave the cabin every now and again, retreat to the cafe, the restaurant car. Have a beer, play some Zelda, and look out the window.
I didn't. I enjoyed the cabin. I laid still for most days and hours when we were there.
This was only a week after we had stopped working for the first time in 15 years, and I think we were both kind of glad to just not be talking to anyone for a while.
Yeah. But yeah, Trans-Siberian.
That's Russia. Do it if you can. It took us 27 days to do the entire thing, stopping in different cities for a different amount of time. I feel like you could spend twice as long as that easily. Number 4 was Lalibela in Ethiopia. This is one of the ancient capitals, one of the most religious cities in all of Ethiopia.
And specifically in Lalibela, we made sure to go right at the time when they celebrate the Meskel celebration.
That is the celebration of when Helen discovered the true cross. Big, big Orthodox ceremony for them. And the way they celebrate it is great. It's the biggest bonfire I've ever seen. And the craziest bonfire. There was no kind of health and safety requirements.
People were like throwing branches and just flinging them, and then as we saw them getting flung on fire, it actually landed.
Yeah, they were
Love that.
amazing for obviously these giant like bound things of wood just tossed onto a flame.
Yeah.
And all the time it was happening, we were just slowly moving backwards and backwards and backwards
Oh, it's like
as the
faces.
fire got hotter and hotter.
It was amazing. We saw a lot of music because it was an actual Orthodox church mass. And Lalibela's rocking churches as well, which we saw on the side, but the Meskel celebration is just...
That was just a highlight. Like if you can get there, it's really worth being there for that one.
Number 3!